This video is brought to you by Squarespace. When we first got to Korea, Jeju Island was the place I was most intrigued by. It's a volcanic island, it's known for its beautiful beaches and beautiful mountains, and it's called the Hawaii of Korea. We know these kinds of comparisons can usually be unhelpful, but we were still excited to see for ourselves. But first, we needed a car, and we haven't used one of those in a really, really long time.
Here you go. Okay, so this right here, Chevy Spark is our sweet ride. It is small, but we're all gonna fit, right?
With Josh driving, it was prime opportunity for the parents to remind him of what road trips were like with him in the backseat.
Are we there yet? 5 more minutes.
No.
5 more minutes.
We got a car!
We got a car.
And for the first time, we're driving on the right side of the road in a really, really long time. And people are following the rules.
What's the name of the place
The
again?
west side of the island, we're heading to Aewol.
We're heading to Aewol.
Our first stop, Aewol, is supposed to be the most popular beach town in all of Jeju. Look at the ocean! We made it to the cafe street here in Aewol, and it is beautiful, very busy, full of cars. Clearly, cars are the way to get around the island. We're just gonna find a quick bite to eat at any of these really cool restaurants. I love the ocean. We just stepped onto the coastal trail here, and it's just behind all the cafes. And the thing that's most notable is just the dark black lava rocks and the contrast of the light blue turquoise water. It's so beautiful. And then you're reminded, Jeju isn't just this holiday island that people come to visit. It's a volcanic island.
This area that we're in right now is way more touristy than I thought it would be. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not complaining. It's very convenient for us that we can find a burger restaurant and all these really cool things to go and see. But when you look at pictures of Jeju online, the thing that you see is just like wide open expanses of nothingness with beautiful mountains and rivers and streams and ocean. And we've seen some of that, but we've seen a lot more stuff for tourists than I was expecting. So we've been looking for a little bit of more food from home lately. I think maybe we're all just missing it a little bit after you guys 2 months away now and us 9 months away. So we're at a burger place. I don't feel bad about it at all. These burger holders are pretty dope.
And it's not spicy.
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times, crinkle cut fries are the best of all possible fries. It's like getting 4th place in the Olympics every other fry because crinkle cut fries are position 1, 2, and 3. The crinkle cut technology, unprecedented, ahead of its time, Tony Stark level technology.
I think we're at like a minute now of talking about French fries. After making sure everyone was well fed and had their desserts, we made our way to one of the most famous beaches in all of Jeju Island.
That's a lot of different finds. After seeing that, I'm a little bit nervous to even walk on the beach.
We made it to Hyeopjae. So we made it to Hyeopjae Beach, and it is so beautiful, not just because of the blue water, but because of the lava rock and the green moss that's growing on top of it. It's not as big as I thought it was gonna be, but it's not as populated, which is really awesome. What is that?
It's the stuff we were just eating.
Is seaweed?
Yeah, it's just seaweed.
It's so bright green. Help yourself.
Kelp yourself.
Kelp yourself. Oh boy. Gosh, we look so ridiculous filming sometimes. The beach was beautiful, but if we wanted to make it to the place I was most excited to take our family full of tea drinkers to, we had to keep moving. So while we make our way to the west side of the island, a short break from our sponsor. For those of you who subscribe to our breakfast email, you know that we recently overhauled our entire website. And while I loved the very DIY version of our old site, I'm not gonna lie, Squarespace made us completely forget the other one even existed. Not only were we able to get all the pictures and the text to look aesthetically pleasing to the eye, we weren't all born designers. We also were able to get some of the art I made and our breakfast newsletter up and running in a heartbeat. And according to Josh, nothing broke. It's almost as if they were made for this. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial and feel free to use our link to save 10%. Thanks for watching, and hey, we made it to the next stop. We just got to Jeju Island's famous tea museum. There's a lot of people here. There are even 5 or 6 huge tour buses driving out right now.
Turns out this is just a fancy front for a very bougie tea shop.
You looked really good.
Did I look cool?
It was so cute. Well, I'm not quite sure what I was expecting from a tea museum, but I did learn that the soil here in Jeju Island is actually particularly good for green tea because of the volcanic rocks. So that's pretty interesting. I learned that from one single plaque.
Don't come here. It's just a big store.
It is a big store.
Just don't
It's
bother.
a very large.
Don't bother.
It's a very large store. Just across the highway are more green tea fields. That's all.
So this was 3% museum, 97% trying to sell you really overpriced tea. So if they had changed that a little bit to maybe make it 50-50.
Maybe, is it that like you were expecting to learn more about green tea and instead you didn't, versus when you go to a winery, you know that you're just going to pay for a flight of wine.
Yeah.
Okay, we're leaving now. As we were driving, we kept seeing sign after sign for the mysterious road. Can you tell us what's happening here?
Okay, so we're out at the mysterious road. I don't really know what it is, but I've seen people out here getting a circular shaped thing and then putting it on the road, and I guess it rolls the wrong way because the road is mysterious. Let's give it a try. That looks like it's going uphill.
Yeah.
Like for sure that's uphill. So if I put this down here, it should roll that way towards you. Mysterious road, mysterious test 1.
Car coming.
That's pretty mysterious. What a mystery. What a mystery.
The mission continues. That's the start.
Mysterious road test number 2. Okay, so it looks like if I put this down that it would roll that way from here. It's so mysterious. Wait, it stopped. What a mystery!
What have we learned today? We've learned that the only mystery to this road is that it even exists.
Wow, we're going uphill. Whoa!
Just got back to our super fancy, super unaffordable without our points place, and man, what a view. I gotta say, first day on Jeju Island, a little bit underwhelmed, a little bit bummed, because I don't know, I was expecting this really beautiful, naturey, completely untouched island, and maybe we went to all the wrong places. But I think what really did it for me was the Green Tea Museum. Just wasn't my cup of tea, I don't know. We'll see what day 2 brings. As we headed out on our second day here, we were feeling ambitious and ready to see some of that beautiful naturey stuff that Jeju is so famous for and visit all sides of the island. This was our last day, but luckily we had some time to sit and relax as we drove south to the waterfall that meets the ocean.
Incredibly beautiful waterfall. The only thing to do here is take a picture in front of it. So if you're into that, this is a great place.
I actually much prefer this area because it's so undercrowded, not by the waterfall, and you've got beautiful views of those islands and the boats. Yes, the waterfall is beautiful, and I love that it's the only one that goes actually directly into the ocean. The colors are beautiful. Do you see that?
Yeah.
What is that? Okay, so Jeju is apparently known for their really famous, sweet, tangy tangerines. They're called the Hyeopjae tangerines. Oh, that's good. It's like it's not as tart or tangy. It has a very specific taste, like mango and orange combined. We still had one side of the island left to see. It took over 2 hours of driving to get here. Everyone was tired. It was our last day with the car, so there was a lot riding on this one place. Everyone told us we had to visit Seongsan, which is also known as Sunrise Peak. We didn't quite make it at sunrise, but hopefully sunset will do. So we have finally made it to the east side of the island at Seongsan Park, and it is this massive volcanic cone crater.
We are gonna try to get to the top of that thing. Reclaim a little bit of our hiking today.
And we only had about 45 minutes left to do it. Today's the last day we have the car, so it feels like almost we have to squeeze out every last bit of Jeju Island. If you have planned to come to Jeju Island, plan a lot earlier in advance and book your car a lot earlier and for a lot longer. We kept moving slowly but surely. As we kept getting higher and higher, our spirits kept getting lifted. Moving ever so slowly, but we're moving. And that is the key. And the views, as you get higher and higher, are so beautiful. Okay, this hike is definitely the best because you've got views of the ocean, you've got views of this massive mountain with all the craggly rocks and special stones that they have here. And then those mountains, the layers and layers of mountains. What? It's so pretty. Summit one mountain.
Yeah!
And it's a volcanic one at that.
Hello. Here is Seongsan Sunrise, which was designated as
This large tower of technology just thanked us for coming. I feel pretty special. Okay, you want to head back down?
No, there's even stadium seating to just hang out and look. I don't want to leave. It's so green. The rocks are beautiful. The ocean's beautiful. The sunset. You can come at sunrise. In fact, a lot of people do hike this at sunrise, but I think sunset is so much more beautiful. I'm glad we came, but the way down is gonna suck. This was the Jeju that I was imagining. This whole side coastal trail is completely free. Free! And it goes down to a village.
They're closing. We shut this place down.
We made it though. High five.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting me to do this.
Anytime.
Today was one of those days where we were moving so fast that we forgot to eat. Luckily for us, seafood was just right around the corner.
Okay, we really gotta go though.
Oh, I don't want to leave. It's so pretty. Here you go.
Thank you. Man, you look good.
Hold on.
We initially came to Jeju for the Hawaii of Korea. And leaving now, I'm really glad that Jeju is not Hawaii. We, of course, had to come to the seafood restaurant here, and we got the seafood platter for $4. Jeju is its own beautiful place with its own unique culture, its own laid-back vibes, and its own incredible nature.
Door ain't closed.
We know that comparisons are often inevitable, but we think Jeju doesn't need any comparison. It's wonderfully its own.
Feels like a warm hug. A warm, beefy hug. The best kind?
Actually allows the water to freely go freely. I see you laughing at me. I don't know what I'm saying. Pine bud drink.
Must
be important 'cause you're putting it right in front
of my face.
Oh boy. It's warm inside. It's a little sweaty. Hi, kitty. What do you got to tell us? So many things to say.